Congratulations.
I'm getting in the color scheme. Oh my God, you are gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Divine.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Well, I am a queen. I have to, step it up a little bit to
I
be
understand.
divine.
It's brilliant, really. It's
Thank
so
you,
wonderful.
honey.
We've got Susan Graham and Berlioz here today. I mean, match made in heaven.
I hope so.
What is it about his music that you connect with so strongly?
It's elegant. It's French, but it's also has such drama. And excuse me, in the tradition of Gluck, I mean, Berlioz was totally influenced by Gluck, so you get some of that through composed drama and the rhythm and all of the orchestration really propels the drama and the story.
And the text, the colors.
The text and the colors.
This is everything.
Fabulous.
This is where you just soar.
Oh,
it's so
thank you.
lovely.
Well, I sure
Dido
love
is
it.
one of the richest roles for mezzo-soprano that
Well.
you have. Overall in your repertoire, where does she stand?
Mount Everest.
We're at
She
the
is
top.
Mount Everest. She's my Brunhilde.
Wow.
This is a role that has everything. I mean, in the beginning, I get to be sort of a noble queen, and then there's this amazing whole act of love ensembles, and then this fabulous love duet, which I just got to do with Brian, who's fantastic.
Dreamy.
And then what comes up in the next act is, the boy did me wrong. And then that unleashes all kinds of hysteria and craziness. So
Amazing.
It's got everything.
You're new to this production of Francesca Zambello, but you're not new to the role of Dido.
I've done it once before, yeah.
Yeah, so how has it deepened for you over the years?
Oh, dear. How much time do we have?
About 30 seconds.
10 years does a lot to a person as an artist and as a person, and I believe that everything that happens to us in real life we bring to the stage. You know that as well. And so it's deepened a lot, just the experience of being a woman. I do play a woman in this one. Lots of times I play a boy, but in this one I'm actually a woman.
And you're fab in a dress.
Oh, and
That's
you too,
great.
honey. Purple.
So I know that you're really good friends with Francesca Zambello, your director here. Tell us a little bit about what the process is like working on such a massive production with her.
Well, it's huge, and Francesca really excels in giant productions. She's got a brilliant way with choruses, and she's got a great way of telling a story with lots of people on stage. On a personal level, we discussed a lot about the character, where she's come from, what she wants, where she's going, and the fact that I had done it before, and I have really strong ideas about Didon and who she is. Francesca really appreciates it when you bring a lot to the table already, because then we can mold and shape it together, and she's incredibly collaborative, and if I don't want to stand on my head while I'm singing a high note, she doesn't make me.
She doesn't make you.
It's really nice.
We love that, and that's why such depth comes into it.
Oh, yes.
You have a fabulous co-star in this, Brian Email.
I do. Is he around
What
somewhere?
an incredible feat. I'd love... Now, I want you to tell me a little bit about him, because then he's going to sing your praises as well.
Where do I start? I mean, I met him, 7 years ago or something, and he was just out of school. And
hi, Brian Emo.
we sang on a gala together in New Orleans, and he likes to remind me that, he totally floored everyone. He likes to remind me that I said, okay, you have a great voice, don't mess it up. But apparently I didn't say mess it up. And I said, I did not say that to you. And he said, yeah, you did. So I figure I probably did. And clearly he has not messed it up.
Amazing.
He's
Brian,
awesome.
Look, you made your debut 10 days ago. I mean,
did.
this is an extraordinary thing. And here you are in front of the HD audience across the world. Tell us what this experience has been like for you.
A roller coaster, I would say. To leave London, get a call the night after a show, and hop on a plane, come right here, rehearse, thank you for coming in, and then my rest of my co-stars, Christmas Eve, and then to have Christmas Day to relax and just kind of rest up and then do it the next day. It was really exciting, though. This has been a year of jumping in for me, and I was telling Peter, the assistant director, that it gives me a little bit of extra something, and so
whatever
I'm
it
just
is,
thrilled.
I want some of it.
I would love this, because I was on Facebook the next day, and Susan posted something like she's never seen an ovation like this after your debut.
It was amazing.
And it just we felt the magic. It's extraordinary. So you've sung this role in a couple of different productions,
I have,
including
yes.
this past summer at Covent Garden in London.
Thankfully.
Yeah, it must have helped prepare you a little bit for today.
Indeed.
But
2 hours of rehearsal, let's help.
That too.
Oh, 2 full hours. That's amazing. But so you're quite young as well. I mean,
33, yeah.
What's it like tackling a role of this magnitude for you?
It's very monumental, and to fortunately I had the chance to do it 3 years ago, and I think that even though I'm going to continue to grow into it, it's a role that is written for my kind of voice. I really think so. Otherwise it would be impossible. The tessitura is so high, but then it's also low, and it's dramatic, but then it's lyric. I think he was writing for a really specific kind of a voice. So.
Which is interesting, because there's a lot of talk about Wagnerian tenors and Verdi tenors.
Yes.
Berlioz and tenor.
It's a special bird.
Very much.
Yeah.
And so what is it about your voice that you think fits this repertoire?
I don't know, maybe
so
it's my
much?
Cajun roots, so, from France. I really don't know. But it could have something to do with it, because, my voice has always been, the top has always been there. I've had to work to align the rest of my voice and find my middle and low voice, really, which I'm still doing. But so I think that when I first auditioned for it, I learned the first entrance aria, which is really, really just kind of 100 miles an hour right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And after I sang it the first time for my teacher, he was like, "This is it. It's going to take some time, but this is what you need to do."
But Susan, also Berlioz in the mezzo soprano. I mean, match made in heaven. What kind
Isn't
of
it
challenges
great?
do you find with this, though?
Oh, Lord. There are lots of challenges. I mean, you come out of the box and you got to pop off 2 high B flats right out of the box. And that's scary. It's scary. I know. Hector, what were you thinking? But the rest of the, he writes for our kind of voice. I mean, it's the sort of in between. It's Fischenfach, we call it, between mezzo and soprano. He wrote for sort of a falcon soprano kind of voice, which is a little weightier than a high, a real super high soprano, but a little higher than a normal mezzo role.
Right.
So, it sits up there. You may have noticed that. It sits up there.
For all of us, indeed.
But you guys are sailing on the top of Mount Everest. It's just
thank you.
glorious.
Thank
We'll
you.
let you get ready for the second
Thanks so
part.
It
much.
helps that we like each other, too.
Oh,
That
I wasn't
helps.
picking up on
Yeah.
that at all.
No, I'm sure you couldn't tell that out there at all.
It's amazing. Have a wonderful finish to the opera. We're
Thank
looking forward
you.
to it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And thanks again
Thank you
for wearing
guys.
purple in
I'm getting in the mood.
solidarity.
Hey, all right.
Getting in the mood. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.